Today, we'll take a look at the calendar as we always do. We'll see some interesting information there, and we'll take a look at today's bias. Let's get it. Hey guys, it is Jimmy Trades here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me here this morning. Jumping into the calendar here, we can see because of the government shutdown, the US government shutdown currently, all of these news events, except for ISM services, have moved to tentative. So just be wary of that. We're going to have to monitor the calendar as our trading session moves through the morning, and then again tomorrow as well, whether these actual news events drop or not, okay, because of that government shutdown. So be aware of that. And as we move on here, guys, please remember to smash the like button for me. Please drop a comment. It all helps with the algorithm, and the sooner you do it in the video, the better it is for the video to reach more people. Alrighty. Having a look here at NQ on the daily, with a lovely bullish candle yesterday. We can see that we had a nice close above these opposing candles here as well. And then today we've got a small wick to the downside, setting up for a nice expansion day. And we can see that we have in fact expanded higher. I would anticipate that we'll continue to move in this direction for the time being. We may even just stall here as we wait and see what's happening before the day before NFP, whether we actually have the news drop. We'll just have to wait and see. So we did hit our initial weekly target of these equal highs here. So if we go back to the start of the week, I discussed this being our target, and we certainly smashed through that yesterday. All right, let's have a look at ES. We're at all-time highs for NQ, all-time highs for ES as well. And we'll continue with a bullish bias for the time being. YM, a little bit more indecisive for YM. I would still target previous day high as our low-hanging fruit today. And we'll see how that plays out. We didn't quite get a close above these opposing candles here. I think we might have just ticked under it. Let's have a look at oil. So we've swept out previous day low, and we've also swept out some of these failure swings through here. Now, sweeping previous day low, we're going to move to the hourly, and we'll stay bearish unless we see a shift. And by that, I mean a change in state of delivery. So we want to see a close above this level here, or if we do put in some more structure, that will be our indication that we might see price move higher. For now, though, we will stick with a bearish bias. We can see here that we got closure under these opposing candles because this current 4-hour candle has pushed up and wicked straight off of that level. And we can anticipate from there that we might see price move lower. If we were to run some standard deviations, we just use the bodies for this. We have a target area down there with that -2 to 2.5. Does it line up with anything? Sure does. It just extends a little bit past this low, but we could anticipate price to reach as far down as here today. Moving back to the daily chart, let's have a look at gold. So gold, we did see price close back inside the range yesterday of the previous candle. We can see that there. What we do have though is price sweeping out previous day low into a bullish FVG. Therefore, with price currently sitting at all-time highs, I will remain bullish for gold. Let's check silver. Silver is respecting this order block. Nice bounce off that level. And likewise, I would like to see silver continue to move higher. Dixie, rightio. We sort of did get that bounce that we were looking for, and we had a closure back inside the range here. I'm going to get rid of that for a minute. So this is what we were looking for. We have moved lower today, but what I want to see is price respect the EQ of the previous day wick. The wick is larger than the body, which is why I'm using the wick. And if price can respect that level, then we can anticipate higher prices off of that. And if we move to Euro, we've got a beautiful daily C2 here out of a point of interest. This for me clearly indicates that we could see lower prices, and with price wicking off the equilibrium of the previous day's wick here, that would also give me more confluence to see lower prices. And also, if we look to the left as well, we could see price just hasn't been able to close beyond or above this opposing candle open here. We're sort of using that level as resistance, but certainly insight to order flow here, anticipating bearish price action. The pound, we weren't able to close through the midpoint of our bearish FEG here. And again, using the wick, moving off the midpoint of the wick, I'll be anticipating price to move lower. Let's jump over to crypto now. And I should remind you guys that Tradeify has 30% off right now, and Apex are back to 80% off as well. So code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify and code Jimmy for Apex. It certainly helps support the channel, guys. So grab your evals using Jimmy Trades or code Jimmy. Great expansion yesterday for Bitcoin. Just lovely. What we want to see, we've got this low wick to the downside or small wick to the downside. This ideally sets up for a nice expansion day. Although we have swept the high of the previous day, I'm going to remain bullish for now. And I did want to see the close above this level. So even if we were to come down and do something like that, I'd be more than happy to see that happen. And of course, we're getting closer, ever so close, to the new all-time highs. Now, you could attribute this move here from hopium. A lot of hopium is around what they call Uptober. So you would have seen a lot of retail investors probably buying Bitcoin as well, because of that theory. At least that's my idea, which is possibly why we saw such a huge move on Bitcoin yesterday. Ethereum, I'm pleased that we closed above the equilibrium of this bearish FEG. We can see that there was a nice clean close as well. And again, similar idea to NQ, small wick to the downside. Could see us have a nice expansion, and I'd really like to then see price close above this level. That's it for today, guys. Take care. Catch you over in Trade Foundry. Bye for now.